What's up, Taiwan? How's it going? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. The UK's Trade Minister Greg Hands has traveled to Taiwan to meet with officials for yearly trade talks. It's part of what the minister calls Britain's post-Brexit tilt towards the Indo-Pacific region. Stash Bowler has the story.
Another week, another high-profile visitor. Britain's Minister for Trade Policy, Greg Hands, met with President Tsai Ing-wen on Wednesday. His visit is part of a UK government push to find new trade partners to make up for money lost during Britain's exit from the EU. But when it comes to wooing Taiwanese investors, the UK has competition. Hands is just the latest arrival in a long series of delegations from the US, Germany and Japan, all of them much bigger trade partners to Taiwan than the UK. Those visits have angered China, which sees Taiwan as part of its territory. On Monday, Beijing told the UK to keep its distance.
我们敦促英方切实尊重中国主权，恪守一个中国原则，停止与台湾开展任何形式的官方往来。
That day, Chinese warplanes crossed into Taiwan's air defense zone, directly across the country's unofficial dividing line in the Taiwan Strait.
There could be a number of reasons why this is happening. There's speculation about a British visit to Taiwan, but in all honesty, these are the largest violations we've seen since August as of today, with 31 aircraft. And in general, that means China is signaling for some reason that they are unhappy and they want to make it known by putting pressure on Taiwan.
But Hands' visit went ahead, despite Chinese pressure. On Wednesday, President Tsai thanked the UK for its support.
我也要借这个机会感谢英国政府长期支持台湾的国际参与，以及支持台海的和平稳定。同时，我要恭贺刚上任的英国苏纳克首相，期盼在新政府的支持之下，台英关系能够不断的提升，有更多的合作成果。
China has ramped up its military and diplomatic pressure in an attempt to isolate Taiwan. But Greg Hands' visit is the latest piece of evidence that that tactic has failed to have its desired effect. Andy Xue and Stash Butler for TaiwanPlus.
Amnesty International has criticized Taiwan's decision to block COVID-19 patients from voting in the country's upcoming local elections on November 26th. Under current regulations, people who test positive for COVID must self-isolate for 5 days and cannot go outside, even to cast their ballots. Violators could be fined up to $62,000. Amnesty's Taiwan branch says this may prevent up to 300,000 people from exercising their voting rights. It says the policy is based on what it called unclear laws and regulations. Amnesty also says the rule violates an international covenant guaranteeing the right to vote.
The CECC and CEC, they clearly banned anyone who get COVID or under quarantine to vote for the local election and the referendum. So it certainly violates the International Convention of Civil and Political Rights and also the rights of people to participate in public affairs.
U.S. President Joe Biden says he plans to use his upcoming meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping to draw the two countries' quote, red lines on Taiwan. The two leaders have arranged talks at the G20 summit in Indonesia next week. At the meeting, Biden says they'll set out the U.S. and China's critical national interests and discuss ways to resolve disagreements. One of the biggest disputes is likely to be over Taiwan, which China considers part of its territory, even though it has never controlled Taiwan. The U.S., meanwhile, says Taiwan's status is unresolved. President Biden says he's not willing to budge on the biggest issues.
I'm not willing to make any fundamental concessions. And so what I want to do with him when we talk is lay out what kind of each of our red lines are, understand what he believes to be in the critical national interests of China, what I know to be the critical interests of the United States, and to determine whether or not they conflict with one another. And if they do, how do we resolve it and how to work it out. And so, and Taiwan doctrine has not changed at all from the very beginning.
The world's biggest chipmaker, TSMC, is planning to build a second plant in the U.S. That's according to a report in the Wall Street Journal. The journal says the new plant in Arizona will be focused on its most advanced 3-nanometer process, and investment would total around $12 billion. TSMC has not confirmed the report. Concern is also mounting over weakening global demand for semiconductors. Another report indicated that TSMC plans to delay or halt a new 7-nanometer facility in southern Taiwan. The company has yet to comment on that report. Taiwan's top baseball league has its champions for the 2022 season. The CTBC brothers won their second consecutive title, making their 9th title win in 30 years. Bing Wang reports.
海 fastball 吕彦青3振掉了朱玉贤，恭喜中信兄弟是中华职棒33年的总冠军，完成了2连霸。
The field of dreams, where champions are made and etched into history. Fireworks and 20,000 fans erupted in celebration as the CTBC brothers claimed victory at the Taiwan Series on Wednesday. The team beat the Rakuten Monkeys 3-2 in the final game. It's the brothers' 9th championship win since 1992. The series is hosted by the Chinese Professional Baseball League, the highest level of the sport in Taiwan. Brothers manager Lin Weizhu said the win was all the more gratifying for taking place in front of a full crowd at his hometown of Taichung.
还有最重要的，我们的热情的球迷朋友们，这一年来这么支持，这么努力的为我们加油呐喊，但这些选手虽然有一些低潮，但是终究我们做到了，总冠军我们拿到了，谢谢各位。
CTBC players Francisco Peña and Tyler Visa, who have played in several international leagues, also thanked the fans for their dedicated support.
I appreciate that all of you guys enjoy me playing, but the most important thing, I enjoy playing for you guys. You guys really gave me that strength to be able to squat down every day there, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy, but I really want you to know I appreciate you guys, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for giving me that support.
Actually, after 9 years of playing professional baseball, this is my first championship, and no better place to get my first one than here. I'm extremely excited, and I'm happy for the country of Taiwan.
This is the brothers' second championship in a row. Following on from this victory, they'll be hoping to complete a trilogy in next year's season. Patrick Chen and Bing Wang for TaiwanPlus.
Tickets for a BLACKPINK concert in Taiwan next year have reached astronomical prices. The widely popular South Korean music group will perform in the southern city of Kaohsiung next March, but official tickets for the event sold out seconds after going on sale, and Scalpers then swooped in, raising their prices on Taiwan's biggest second-hand marketplace as high as $6,000 per ticket. BLACKPINK has a large international fan base that includes in Taiwan. The all-girl group is currently on a world tour after in August releasing their first single in 2 years. Taiwan's Wanjingshi Marathon will have gold label certification next year, marking as one of the world's leading road races. The marathon will take place in March along the northern coast of New Taipei City. World Athletics, which governs international running events, has strict requirements for a gold label race. Not only must the event attract a certain number of elite runners, but the route needs to have electronic timing stations every 5 kilometers and medical stations every 3 kilometers. New Taipei Mayor Hou You-yi also wants the marathon to be eco-friendly. The city has applied for sustainable event and product certifications from the International Standards Organization. Ho says the recyclable running gear to be used in the race will help cut down on carbon emissions and waste. Thank you for watching today's What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of students in Germany warming up for their dance classes. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care and see you next time.